If someone tells you, I have a refinery, don't just assume it can produce gasoline and road diesel just like that. Because in the real world, there are refineries that only separate and others that also upgrade the product. And that difference changes the business completely. First, there's a topping type refinery. This is the most basic. A CDU, crude distillation unit, atmospheric distillation. What does it do? It heats the crude oil and separates it by boiling point. It doesn't transform molecules, it doesn't raise octane, it doesn't break chains. It only separates. And what comes out? LPG and gases. Straight run, naphtha. And be careful, this is not usually finished gasoline. Kerosene, gasoil, distillation diesel, and a whole lot of atmospheric residue. Typically, fuel oil or an asphalt base. The commercial translation: a topping refinery usually survives by selling fuel oil for industry, power generation, and distillates that sometimes need blending or treatment to meet specs. Now, hydroskimming is like a topping refinery, but on steroids. You keep the CDU, but you add units to improve quality, not just separating hydrotreating to lower sulfur, nitrogen, and metals, and a catalytic reformer to convert treated naphtha into high-octane reformant, a real gasoline blend stock. And it also generates hydrogen, which feeds the treatment processes. The practical result is that a hydroskimming refinery can produce gasoline, a more serious blend stock, and much more sellable distillates. For example, jet, kerosene, and diesel with more controlled sulfur depending on the severity and local regulations. But be careful, if it doesn't have an FCC, hydrocracker, or coker, it's still left with residue. It's just that the product basket is more commercial and has better specs. The rule is basically that when someone offers you a refinery product, your question shouldn't be the price, but whether it's from a topping or hydroskimming refinery and what exact units it has. Because that's what decides if you're looking at fuel oil and base streams or premium market components. Trend Oil Vision: understanding oil like a professional. If you like these videos, give it a like, subscribe, ask questions, comment. Thanks.